How to create forms with Asana. Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll be talking about creating forms in Asana. Now, this is going to be very useful for those who just want their customers or whoever it may be to submit some sort of form. This could help you with tickets. This could help you solving issues much faster. And this is just because, you can just create a form using Asana for free, and then you can just go get a shareable link. You can just have it in a button or just the link itself, and you can just have people click on that link, fill up the information needed, and then they can just go ahead and actually submit the actual form, and it's going to end up in your Asana account, and you can just deal with the issue basically. So this is going to be very useful and helpful. So I'm just going to take you step by step on how to create your forms in your Asana workspace. So let's just get started. I'm just going to go ahead and log into my workspace. I'm just going to go to anything here, for example. Do I need to create a new project or workspace, or does it? I think I'm just going to go ahead and actually create a new project for this. Just, it's going to be more related to this exact thing I'm working on. So I'm just going to create a project real quick, and I'm just going to get back to you once I'm done. Okay, so just feel free to log into the actual project that you want to create the form for. This is very important because in this project that you create the form in, you will have the requests show up in here. So you will need to make sure that you select the proper project before we get started. So once you finish up and you've selected the actual project, you will need to just go ahead to the top right of the screen where you'll find Customize, this button right here. In the customization page, you can just do a lot of things like fields, apps. Fields could be actually important, especially with creating forms, but let's just keep it as it is right now. And we have also rules for automations and so much more. But the thing that is going to be, or the thing that we are going to be focusing on for this video is going to be forms. So just again, click on customize on the top right and just scroll down until you find forms and click on that. Now here you can just go ahead and actually try for free. Now I believe that there are going to be some functions that require. Actually, before it actually was free. So here I believe that you actually need to have the team plan, I believe. Wait, let me just make sure first. Okay, so yeah, the forms now are going to actually be within the team, or I mean the starter plan. So you will need to go ahead and upgrade to the starter plan to use them. Now, I believe back in the day it actually was for free, but there were some things that you can't really use, but I believe now it just went on this. So you can just go ahead and actually try it for free. Or you can, if you're already upgraded, it should not be a problem for you. Okay, so now that you have either upgrade to the star plan or you just want to try it out first, regardless, just go to customize again. We just scroll down until we find forms, click on that, and now we can actually go ahead and create the form. So the default, we have the name and we have the email address, and we can just add a cover image. Now I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, back then it was not available for everyone to actually change the cover image, but now I guess with the starter plan you can also do so. Regardless, we have the name, we have email address, and we can just go ahead and actually add more stuff here as well, which we will be doing. So to start off, you may want to just change this. So we can just go ahead and give the form a title. Usually it's just going to be the name of the type of requests or whatever it may be that you actually want to name it. So I'm just going to name it obviously test form because it is a test form. And here you can just also have a description. So let me just go ahead and delete this and add some sort of description. Now you can play around with the text, make it bold and italics and whatever that you want to do here. You can add links as well with this. But we can just go ahead and actually skip this and move on to the next step here. If you want to add cover image, it's very self-explanatory. You can just click on add cover image and you just upload it and it should be good to go. Now you have these fields here. So for example, name, you can just click on it to edit things out or completely delete it if you want. And you can also move up and down, depends on where you want to place this form here. So one more thing is that you can actually make it either required or not. So here you can also add a question description. So if, for example, if it's a little confusing, you can add a little tip to help people know exactly what they need to do. Here we have name, email address. I'm just going to keep those. And we have other stuff on the right side here, for example. We have single select, multi-select, date, attachment, and we have more stuff like single line text, which is going to be most of the things that we are going to add. And for the sake of this, I'm just going to add the single line text. Click on it, and it's going to be already added. Now here you will need to enter the actual question. So let's just do description of your issue, for example, and we can just go ahead and make this required. And if you have a field that is related to this, again, if you want to create fields, you can just do so from the Customize tab on the top right, the same one that we actually used to create the form. So you can just first create the fields, or you can just click on Add Field here, and I believe you can just go ahead and create one. But I'm not going to connect it to any field. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Description of your issue. And then we have other stuff here. For example, single select. So you can just add this, and you can add multiple choice. So we can just do test here, option 1. Oops, sorry about that. Option 1, 2, 3. And now they can select only one of these 3. Make it required if you want to. And then I'm just going to also add the date. So maybe we can just do, let's see, so date type, connect, required, and we can just do another test maybe. So this is going to be either a single day or dates range if it's, for example, specific days, not only one day. But I'm just going to keep it a single day. For example, let's just do, instead of test, something more relatable, like birthday, for example, if you actually require this. And you have more stuff here as well, for example, number, and so on. But I believe you get the actual idea. So you can go to settings here, and you can actually go ahead and see more stuff, like if you want to assign it to a specific person to answer the submitted fields and so on, and more stuff here as well. I'm not going to really dig deep into that. And once we are happy with this, we can just click on publish. And now we can either send it to a specific person via email or name if they're on my workspace, or the most used thing here is going to be click on copy link, and we can just exit out of here, which is good. And now if somebody just pastes this link or opens this link where you will actually have it available for people to use, and they're going to have this form here. So I'm just going to add some examples here. So for example, these stuff here, example at example dot example. No, okay. So .com, and then here a description of issue. Example, I guess this is just going to be what we are going to be doing. Number 2, and then birthday is just going to be, whatever date that we want. And click on submit. Or not you, obviously, this is going to be the customer. I'm going to show you how it's going to look like for yourself. So here, if we just see, you can already see that it is existing here. So we have test from form submission, and we have all the details that we need. The name of the person is example. The email address for the person is example at example. Description is example test. The thing that dropped down, they chose 2, and the birthday is like a few weeks ago, which is crazy. So this is pretty much how to create a form with Asana. It's very easy and simple to do. The only thing that I didn't really talk about is that you can actually just create fields and set them for the form as well. And where you can, just edit things out in the form and set a few things for the form. So with this being said, I hope that you have found this video to be helpful. and thanks for watching.